If you are fully vaccinated, you can start doing the things that you had stopped doing because of the pandemic.
Oh, goosebumps just hearing her say it. It's news a lot of us have been waiting for a really long time. The CDC is saying people who are fully vaccinated do not need to wear masks outdoors and in most indoor places. It comes as we've seen a decrease in new COVID cases across the U.S. and a drop in hospitalizations. And medical experts say it's proof the vaccines are working.
In Louisiana, state and medical leaders are still trying to increase our vaccination rate. As Mike McDaniel explains, there's still a long way to go, but hopefully being maskless will help.
For much of the pandemic, they were the best protection from spreading COVID-19. But with vaccines now leading that fight, masks aren't as essential, at least not for folks who are fully vaccinated.
If you are fully vaccinated, you can start doing the things that you had stopped doing because of the pandemic.
Fully vaccinated means at least 2 weeks after completing the vaccine. According to the CDC, those folks no longer need to wear masks or socially distance when outside or in most indoor settings, regardless of crowd size.
It's an interesting dynamic to hear what I think are appropriate steps, but they are also working from the assumption that people are still living under restrictive kinds of mitigation measures.
That's not the case in Louisiana, where the mask mandate ended late last month. Dr. Susan Hassick, an epidemiologist with Tulane University's School of Public Health and Tropical Medicine, says the new guidelines are great for fully vaccinated people and in places where vaccination rates are high. In Louisiana, just less than 30% of the population is fully vaccinated.
In some parts of the state, proportions of people above 65 vaccinated is less than 50%. And that's really concerning to me.
Local governments can still make their own rules. In New Orleans, where the fully vaccinated rate is just more than 40%, a mask mandate is still in place.
Orleans is in so much better a place in terms of coverage of at least one dose in basically all age groups.
In a statement to WWL, a city spokeswoman says the mayor and the New Orleans Health Department are reviewing the new guidance. In the meantime, Hassick hopes new guidelines can be incentive for folks to get vaccinated.
To get back to normal, quote unquote, that's what we really need.
Mike McDaniel, Eyewitness News.
Now, there are still some exceptions, like hospitals. Masks are still required also for planes, trains, and most modes of public transportation. So here's a look at some of the things that CDC says is safe or less safe to do indoors and maskless. For those who are fully vaccinated, pretty much everything on this list is safe for you. But let's start with what's less safe. That's things like going to the barbershop or the salon, going to an uncrowded indoor shopping center or museum, or going to a small indoor gathering with both vaccinated and unvaccinated people. Now, as for what's not safe for those not vaccinated but want to go maskless, going to an indoor movie theater, not safe, fully capacity worship services, eating at an indoor restaurant or bar, or working out indoors.